thank you for joining us for this very special event. We are very happy to be able to come together here at the Career and Technology Center to celebrate the accomplishments and contributions of our employees. It's wonderful to see so many of our employees in attendance, as well as the administrators and family members who are here. I am Dr. Cindy McCabe, Superintendent of Schools, and I would like to introduce the Board of Education members who are here with us this evening. Mr. Steve Whistler, Board President, Dr. Patricia Dorsey, Vice President, Ms. Tyra Battaglia, Dr. Greg Malveaux, and Ms. Kristen Zimmer. And now I will turn things over to Ernesto Diaz, Director of Human Resources, who will present awards to our retirees and recognize employees for their years of service.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ernesto Diaz, I'm the Director of Human Resources, and I have the honor to share some names with you. So we are pleased to honor the dedicated employees of our school system who have retired between August 1st, 2025 and May 1st, 2026. It is always an honor to celebrate our retirees for their hard work and dedication during their time with Carroll County Public Schools. This year, we're honoring 34 employees who have collectively contributed 858 and a half years of service to our schools. So about a round of applause for that. It's a tremendous. To everyone joining us this evening, as well as those who couldn't be here, we sincerely appreciate the remarkable work you have accomplished over the years. You can take immense pride in knowing that you have positively influenced countless lives and made a significant impact on our students and community. We appreciate your service and dedication to Carroll County Public Schools. Please know you are truly valued. For our retirees and all of the employees being recognized this evening, when your name is called, please come down the center aisle and access the stage to the right side. My left, your right. So down the center aisle in this way. Our first retiree this evening, with 23 and a half years of service, please welcome Ms. Gabrielle Glorioso Black. I should have mentioned, my apologies, but Ms. Glorioso Black from Department of School Psychology, 23 and a half years. Our next retiree, Lorraine Mason, paraprofessional, Westminster Elementary School, 38 years. Our next retiree, let's hear it for Rachel McCusker, general music teacher, Linton Springs Elementary School, 29 years. And while she's coming across the stage, we're going to transition. It is now my pleasure to begin recognizing our employees for 25 or more years of service to our school system. As I call your name, please come forward and receive your pin or award. With 25 years of service recognition, Brian Booz, principal, Winters Mill High School. Our next employee with 25 years of service, Karen DePace, English teacher, Manchester Valley High School. Our next employee, Janelle Fosnot, principal, Shiloh Middle School. Let's hear it for Christine Hanley, South Carroll High School, 25 years of service. Our next employee, Sandra Hawkins, Special Education Assistant, Francis Scott Key High School. Let's hear it for Sarah Henderson, Grade 2 teacher, Freedom Elementary School. Let's hear it as well for Cynthia Hess, School Counselor, Tawnytown Elementary School. Continuing with 25 years of service recognition, Eric King, Director of High Schools. Let's hear it for Brian Lehman, Building Maintenance, Carroll County Career and Technology Center.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Good luck.
Congratulations to Christine Lesh, Assistant Principal, Manchester Valley High School. Let's hear for Pamela Mesta, Supervisor of ESOL, ML, Curriculum and Instruction. All right, put your hands together for Stacy Nolan, Chemistry Teacher, Liberty High School. Once again, 25 years of service. Suzanne Peters, Pupil Personnel Worker, Student Services. Congratulations to Brenda Prochniak, Building Supervisor, Westminster Elementary School. Also celebrating 25 years of service, Christy Shiflett, Art Teacher, Runnymede Elementary School. Let's hear it for Kathleen Stauder, Title I Resource Teacher, Robert Moten Elementary School. And last but certainly not least in the 25-year category, let's hear it for Hattie Wheeler, Special Education Teacher, Carroll Springs School. And you guessed it, we're moving on to 30 years of service recognition. Let's hear it for Teresa Baust, Cafeteria Manager, Ebb Valley Elementary School. Congratulations to Sharon Bond, Secretary, School Psychology. Big round of applause to Tammy Chisholm, Parent Educator, Carroll Springs School. High fives and all. Congratulations to Michelle Fitzgerald, Mathematics Resource Teacher, Robert Moten Elementary School. Congratulations to Shelley Frock, Grade 2 Teacher, Ebb Valley Elementary School. Let's cheer for Catherine Harris, Textile and Fashion Careers Teacher, Carroll County Career and Technology Center. Congratulations to Sandra Johnson, grade 4 teacher, Runnymede Elementary School. Congratulations for 30 years of service to Erica McAndrew, grade 1 teacher, Spring Garden Elementary School. Let's keep that energy going for Lorraine Myers, kindergarten teacher, William Winchester Elementary School. Congratulations to Marcy Myers, supervisor of elementary education, curriculum, and instruction. Congratulations to Carol Shaper, career coach, Shiloh Middle School. Congratulations as well to Stacy Stouffer, health, physical education, and family and consumer sciences teacher, South Carroll High School. We now have the privilege of sharing and recognizing employees for 35 years of service recognition. Put your hands together for Mr. Patrick Flaherty, Video Production Manager, Communications Office. And he's working this evening. Yeah, he's busy. Congratulations to Deneen Kuntz, Physical Education Teacher, Manchester Valley High School. Congratulations to Stacy Phillips Leeberry, Elementary Interventionist, William Winchester Elementary School. Now, past 35, we start to get into rarefied, very special categories. With 40 years of service, congratulations to Kristen Tracy, School Secretary, Elmer Wolf Elementary School. Let's hear it for Vernon Hallis, Westminster High School. And now a brief pause, because if you don't know this, when you come to central office in Carroll County Public Schools, the first person you see has been there for a very long time. She is the face, the voice, first to greet you when you come to central office. And many people don't know that that particular position falls under the Department of Human Resources. So I'm a very proud director of the Department of Human Resources and very proud to announce, and please put your hands together, 55 years of service recognition. Brenda Six, Clerk, Human Resources. In closing for this portion, congratulations to all of these dedicated employees, and thank you for your countless contributions, hours, smiles, tears, every once in a while. You've made a great, great impact on our school system and our entire school community. One bit of news or housekeeping item Did I miss anyone in the audience who perhaps arrived a little bit late, who was a retiree or was recognition for years of service? No? Okay, just in case. It's now my honor to introduce Mr. Nick Shockney, Assistant Superintendent of Instruction, who will continue with our program.
All right, thank you, Mr. Diaz. Good evening. I would now like to honor those employees who have received special recognitions and awards over the past year. First, Jackson Bakewell, 8th grade social studies teacher, Northwest Middle School. Jackson was presented with 2 awards by the National Society of the Daughters of the American Revolution for Outstanding History Teacher of the Year for the Commodore Joshua Barney John Eager Howard chapter, as their winner and nominee to the state competition, where he was a runner-up in the state. Next, Taylor Boone, ELA teacher, North Carroll Middle School. Taylor received the Light of Carroll Award presented by Carroll County Public Library. Taylor received the Basic Literacy Award. The Light of Carroll Awards honor individuals, organizations, and businesses whose extraordinary kindness, courage, and innovative spirit have advanced literacy and learning throughout Carroll County. Next, Derek Hess, physical education teacher, Elmer Wolf Elementary. Brandy Hunt, physical education teacher, Mount Airy Middle School. And Deneen Coons, physical education teacher, Manchester Valley High School. These educators received Simon A. McNeely Awards as Outstanding Physical Educators at the annual SHAPE Maryland Convention. This award recognizes individuals for their exceptional teaching and service, innovative approaches to education, active community involvement, and professional experience in health and physical education. Next, Kathy Kefauver, mathematics teacher, Manchester Valley High School. Kathy was named the 2025 Outstanding Mathematics Educator in the high school category by the Maryland Council of Teachers of Mathematics. This prestigious honor recognizes her exceptional dedication to teaching, innovative approaches in the classroom, and unwavering commitment to student success. Next, Ryan Melhorn, Supervisor of Secondary Social Studies. Ryan was selected by the Maryland Council for Social Studies as the 2026 Social Studies Instructional Leader of the Year. This honor is reserved for a social studies supervisor, resource teacher, or instructional leader in a Maryland school system who has made outstanding contributions to curriculum and resource development, teacher professional development, or system-wide organization. Next, Emily Mueller, agri-science and technology education teacher, Winters Mill High School. Emily received the Outstanding FFA Program Award presented by the Maryland Agriculture Teachers Association. This award recognizes the accomplishments of outstanding agricultural educators and focuses on chapter accomplishments, congratulations, and involvement in FFA activities. Next, Carolyn Thomas, Principal, Mechanicsville Elementary School. Mechanicsville Elementary School was recognized at the March State Board of Education meeting for exceptional participation in the SUNY New Paltz Science of Reading micro-credential course. More than 70% of staff members at Mechanicsville completed the training and earned a 70 or higher percent passing rate. Only 5 schools statewide reached this level of participation and performance. Carl Stewart, Supervisor of Visual and Performing Arts. Carroll County Public Schools was named among the best communities for music education by the National Association of Music Merchants Foundation for the 10th consecutive year. This designation recognizes the outstanding efforts of teachers, administrators, parents, students, and community leaders who are making music part of a well-rounded education for every child in their community. Next, Shannon Zepp, Principal, West Middle School. Shannon was named one of the 2026 Maryland Music Educators Association Outstanding School Administrator Award recipients, an honor recognizing non-arts administrators who demonstrate exceptional advocacy and support for music education. The award celebrates school leaders who actively champion music education, collaborate closely with music educators, and foster environments in which arts programs can thrive. So Trent Rose, track and field and cross-country coach, Liberty High School. Trent was selected by the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association as the 2025 Boys High School Track and Field Coach of the Year for the state of Maryland. This award is based upon his leadership and success of the track and field team throughout the season. Trent, my apologies.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Good. All right. Congratulations to all of you for receiving this well-deserved recognition. We are always very proud when our employees are honored at the local, state, and national levels for their accomplishments, and we greatly appreciate your efforts and dedication. This evening, it's also my pleasure to announce the recipients of the 17th Annual Rita Board Dowd Outstanding School Administrator Awards. These awards recognize exceptional educational leadership in serving Carroll County Public Schools and our students. I would like to begin by sharing a few remarks about Rita Board Dowd from her family. Rita was committed to education, realizing its importance for nurturing children and the community. To Rita, education was not just an occupation. It was a passion and a privilege. Carroll County Public Schools was part of her extended family. This award is a way of continuing Rita's passion for education by recognizing school administrators, the critical roles they serve, and the sacrifices they and their families make in serving the community. Elementary, middle, high, and high school career and technology and alternative program principals and assistant principals were eligible to be nominated for the awards by students and administrators. And faculty and staff members and others were encouraged to make those nominations. The selection committee was comprised of a member of Rita Board Dowd's family, the previous year's winner, and the school directors. The entire committee reviewed every application and letter submitted. There were many deserving nominees, but only one administrator could be named in each category. Now to the presentation of awards. When nominees are called, please come forward to walk across the stage to receive your certificate and shake hands with board members. Then exit the stage and stand together as a group up front. The nominees for assistant principal are Michelle Becker, Tawnytown Elementary School, Melanie Carter, Tawnytown Elementary School, Joseph Fankebe, West Middle School, Michael Golden, Northwest Middle School, Crystal Goulden, Westminster High School. Megan Humbert, Liberty High School. Amanda Johnson, Mechanicsville Elementary School. Kamani Jones, Gateway School. Kristen Lavender, Mount Airy Middle School. Andrew Mann, Oklahoma Road Middle School. Eric Mizeros, Westminster High School. Danielle Midkiff, Ebb Valley Elementary School. Morgan Pratt, Piney Ridge Elementary School. Aaron Robinson, Westminster High School. Noah Scholl, East Middle School. And Lois Tiffany, Manchester Valley High School. All right. This year's recipient has a profound impact on students, families, and the overall school community. Their leadership goes far beyond administration. It is personal, intentional, and deeply rooted in care. This year's recipient exemplifies strong communications at every level and creates a bridge between school and home, ensuring that parents feel heard and included. They also demonstrate a deep understanding of policy and student needs, balancing both with thoughtfulness, and flexibility when it matters most. The recipient fosters a positive school culture within the school in a way that is consistent and genuine. Despite being responsible for hundreds of students, they take the time to understand students as individuals. They show up for the community beyond the school day and have been present at most after-hours outreach events that bring families closer to school. When staff members need guidance, the recipient explains the situation clearly, including what can and should be done, and teachers walk away with a real answer rather than more confusion. Their management of school-wide logistics, particularly during testing windows, is a good example of this practice. This year's recipient of the Rita Board Dowd Outstanding Administrator Award for Assistant Principal is Noah Scholl. Congratulations, Noah. Yeah, I think we're going to pause for a quick picture. Assistant principals, thank you so much. And now for the presentation of the award for Outstanding Principal. Will the nominees please come forward and remain standing? The nominees are Cynthia Bell, Eldersburg Elementary School. Brian Booz, Winters Mill High School. Aaron Brillhart, Sykesville Middle School. Jamie Carver, Oklahoma Road Middle School. Catherine Kramer, Pars Ridge Elementary School. Janelle Fosnot, Shiloh Middle School. Melissa Freeman, Carroll Springs School. Joseph Guerra, Manchester Valley High School. Dave Herman, Francis Scott Key High School. Christopher Hines, Mount Airy Middle School. Glenn Messier, Linton Springs Elementary School. Shannon Mobley, Century High School. Jessica Smith, Freedom Elementary School. Carolyn Thomas, Mechanicsville Elementary School. Justin Watts, Robert Moten Elementary School. Jody Weaver, Northwest Middle School. And Lauren Wilder Schaefer, William Winchester Elementary School. Okay. This year's recipient is a leader whose strength, compassion, and vision leave a permanent impact on the lives of students, families, and staff. The recipient's leadership is built not only on administrative skills, but on humanity, resilience, and the unwavering belief that schools can be places of safety, hope, and excellence. Teamwork is at the heart of the recipient's leadership. They inspire collaboration by treating every voice as meaningful and every contribution as valuable. Staff members know they are part of a team because they have created an environment where cooperation feels natural, welcomed, and appreciated. A remarkable aspect of the recipient's leadership is the way they enhance school culture. Through determination, consistency, and genuine care, the recipient supported a positive school culture which made the school a safe, respectful, and encouraging place where students thrive and staff feel valued. Whether guiding staff through difficult days or celebrating student achievements, they communicate with honesty, clarity, and compassion and are an active listener. In addition, their presence is unmistakable as they are highly visible in classrooms, hallways, cafeterias, and at after-school events, showing students that they are invested, supportive, and present. This year's recipient of the Rita Board Dowd Outstanding Administrator Award for Principal is Dave Herman. All right. I would like to thank Dave, Noah, and all the school administrators who were nominated for this award for their outstanding work in our schools. I'd also like to extend our appreciation to Andrew Dowd and his family for their continued sponsorship of these meaningful awards. Thank you, principals. Mr. Herman, if you could stay there, and Mr. Scholl, if you could come up real quick. We're going to do a picture of Mr. Herman and Mr. Scholl real quick. Thank you. All right, I'd like to now invite Dr. McCabe back to the podium for the presentation of Teacher of the Year.
It is now my honor to recognize our 8 Teacher of the Year finalists and to announce our 2026 Carroll County Teacher of the Year. Before I begin, I want to take a moment to recognize Amy Glasscock from Winfield Elementary School, our 2025 Carroll County Teacher of the Year. She has done a superb job during the past year representing our schools and our teachers across the state. At this time, I would like to ask Amy to come to the podium to make a few remarks. Amy?
Good evening, everyone. I would like to take a moment to thank some individuals who have helped me during my time as the 25-26 Carroll County Public Schools Teacher of the Year. Thank you first to my family for their constant support and encouragement throughout the year and their willingness to allow me to be away from home on so many different occasions. Thank you to my school administrators and my colleagues who have helped me tremendously throughout this past year while being out of the building and also representing our county. Thank you to the board, along with Carrie Gaddis and Brenda Bowers. The board has continuously provided feedback at all of the events where I've seen them, as well as Carrie and Brenda. I can't say enough positive things about the two of you being there for the questions and the support, and I'm just very appreciative of everything that you guys do for the county. This has truly been a remarkable year in my educational journey. It is truly an honor to stand before you tonight as we celebrate excellence in education and recognize all the outstanding finalists in our community. Teaching is more than a profession, it's a calling. It requires patience, creativity, resilience, and above all, a deep commitment to be making a difference in the lives of students every single day. The impact of a great teacher reaches far beyond their classroom walls, shaping futures, building confidence, and inspiring lifelong learning. Tonight, we proudly recognize the Teacher of the Year finalists. You all share such passion in your work and everything that you do every day in your classrooms. You are the ones who work tirelessly each day to plan lessons that you cover with your content while also making it engaging and inclusive to all of your learners. In the elementary classroom, some of the things I heard in the interviews were learning about lessons that build background knowledge for your little learners in kindergarten, how to use IndyCars that help develop and understand math elements, and even the importance of retelling stories using chants and hand movements to ingrain that skill of setting in your students' minds. In middle schools, I learned about the excitement of a genetics lesson and what it sounds to be like a crime scene to teach students about the genetics of a strawberry, as well as a fascinating lesson on westward expansion, which is also a personal favorite of mine that I've also taught in 5th grade. Last but certainly not least are those high school classrooms. I learned about reading primary sources and asking questions to formulate an understanding about the atomic bomb, the importance of teaching and using rubrics for writing and social studies to prepare students for assessments, and marketing lessons where students are creating business plans and presenting them to the community. Our 8 finalists have come from a vast array of backgrounds and content that they teach, yet they all have one thing in common. They are reflective of the work that they do, and they want to see their students succeed. They were recognized by at least one person in our community that saw that enthusiasm and wanted to highlight that for everybody to see. I personally thank you for what you do in the lives of your students every single day. As we recognize the 26-27 Teacher of the Year very soon, know that this is an educator who embodies all of those qualities and truly makes learning meaningful for their students. I look forward to seeing and hearing about all the amazing things you will do in the upcoming year. In my time as Teacher of the Year, I was fortunate enough to attend a Common Ground conference and listen to Coy Bowles from the Zach Brown Band. At that conference, he shared his excitement and positivity on the importance of education. He's a firm believer in teachers sharing their story with others, and I want you to think, why did you choose to become an educator? For some of you, you always knew that's what you wanted to do, but for others, it was a second career. Regardless of how you got here, you need to share that story with others. It is important to share how you got to where you are today. At this time, please open the bags that I gave you before tonight's program started. In your bags, each of you has a journal and a pen. I want you to write out your story. Share your inspiring words with others. Your story can make a difference in the lives of someone you know or in the life of a stranger that might just want to know your why for teaching. I'm going to briefly share my story with you, and for me, it started in first grade. I had a first grade teacher who shared her willingness of taking the time to get to know me as a student, and she spoke to me about the importance of taking my time and showing what I know. I thought I needed to be the first person to be done, no matter what that meant, and she actually took the time to set me aside and say, I need to know what you actually understand, and you don't need to race to be the first person to finish the work. I respected her for taking that time to pull me aside and talk to me and explain that to me. And at the young age of 6 is when I realized I wanted to become an educator just like her. I continued to help out in her classroom throughout elementary school. In college, I went back and I did substitute teaching in her classroom, and then when I got a job, she was one of the very first people I told that I got a teaching job. Through her positive words and encouragement, I stand here proudly today, having taught students for the past 23 years. To our Teacher of the Year finalists, your passion does not go unnoticed. Your hard work does not go unappreciated, and your impact will be felt for years to come in the lives of the students you've taught and the colleagues you've inspired. Thank you for everything you do for your students every day. It is with great pride and admiration that we celebrate all of you this evening. Again, congratulations to all of the 26-27 Carroll County Public Schools Teacher of the Year finalists. Whoever wins, you are in for an amazing journey in the year ahead. Embrace it and enjoy every moment. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Next, I would like to express our sincere gratitude and appreciation to the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce and the Chamber of Commerce Foundation for their support and work with the Outstanding Teacher Awards program and to its sponsors. We are very proud of the partnership we've maintained with the Chamber to select our Teacher of the Year. I also would like to recognize Andrea Rapp from First Financial Federal Credit Union for the tremendous support they have provided for the Teacher of the Year program throughout the years. At this point, I would like to introduce the Chamber's 8 Outstanding Teacher Award winners and our finalists for the Teacher of the Year. As I call your name, please come up on stage and then stand together as a group down front after you've come through and shaken hands. I also would like to invite each finalist's principal to stand when the teacher's name is announced. First, Natalie Bordner, Grade 1 teacher, Sandy Mount Elementary School. Next, Emily Brines, Business and Entrepreneurship teacher, Westminster High School. Cynthia Freed, kindergarten teacher, Ebb Valley Elementary School. Christine Hanley, social studies teacher, South Carroll High School. Todd Hartshorn, social studies teacher, Manchester Valley High School. Nicole Hunsicker, kindergarten teacher, Runnymede Elementary School. Sean Kelly, social studies teacher, East Middle School. And last but not least, Angela McNamara, life science teacher, West Middle School. Before I announce our Teacher of the Year, I want to take this opportunity to commend all of our 8 finalists for the exceptional dedication and care they bring to our students every day. Congratulations and best wishes to each of you. It is now my great pleasure and honor to announce the 2026 Carroll County Teacher of the Year. This individual will represent Carroll County's teachers in the Maryland Teacher of the Year program and possibly the national program. Carroll County's 2026 Teacher of the Year is Emily Brines, Westminster High School. Emily, could you come back up for another plaque? Before I ask Emily to speak, I would like to tell you a bit about her. Emily has a total of 8 years in education, all of which have been in her present position at Westminster High School. She is a National Board Certified Teacher in Career and Technology Education and holds Maryland Administrator I certification. Her professional commitment to education is exemplary, and she has extensive experience teaching courses such as Managing Personal Finance with Excel, Financial Literacy, Business Law, Business Communications and Keyboarding, Marketing, and Principles of Business Administration and Management. In addition, she serves as the chair of the Business Department, School Improvement Team Chair, and Peer Observation Leader. Emily has made significant contributions to the improvement and modernization of curriculum and successfully led a team of business educators to align the CCPS curriculum with state and contemporary industry standards. In addition, she created the position of marketing intern at Westminster High School and has taken on 1 or 2 students each semester to promote the school through social media, dramatically improving school climate and communication. Emily also is devoted to the personal and academic development of her students. She has served as the class advisor for both the class of 2022 and the class of 2027, supporting and guiding students throughout their high school journeys, including proms, picnics, fundraisers, and many other activities. Emily is an advisor for Sources of Strength and other clubs and coordinates the school's holiday giving program. She also coached junior varsity girls basketball. She was selected twice by students for the Unsung Hero Award for her outstanding performance and lasting contributions to the school. Congratulations, Emily. Would you like to share a few words with us?
I am really honored, and I have to say that there's a lot of people in this room that were my teacher or my administrator, and you influenced me and inspired me, and I love my job so much because of so many of you in this room, and I have no idea what I just signed up for, but I'm excited, and wish me luck. Thanks, guys.
Emily, I would like to invite you to help us unroll the banner, which will be displayed on the outside of our building for the next year. I also would like to ask your acting principal, Erin Robinson, and outgoing Teacher of the Year, Amy Glasscock, to join us up on stage as well. Erin, we also have a banner for you that can be displayed at your school. And Emily, we also have a nice assortment of gifts from local businesses and organizations to celebrate you as Teacher of the Year. Thank you to all of those who donated gifts for your generosity and support. And let's unroll the banner and again, congratulations and thank you to all of our finalists for being here this evening. You represent the best of the best. While we can only have one Teacher of the Year, you are all outstanding teachers, and we are very proud and fortunate to have you in our school system. Before we conclude this evening, I would like to thank the Career and Technology Center for hosting our ceremony. A special thanks to Tom Riddle, Susan Hopkins, and the custodial and office staff here at the Tech Center for their support and assistance. I would also like to thank the Baking and Pastry Program students and Mrs. Brittany Coach for providing the refreshments this evening. Congratulations again to all employees who were recognized, and thank you for all you do for our students, our schools, and our school system. You are very truly appreciated. Safe travels home and enjoy the rest of your evening.